日本野宿者呢，生活就唔係咁差嘅，佢哋有足夠嘅食物，居住環境亦都算係唔錯。大部分野宿者呢，亦都好能夠照顧自己。我諗佢哋需要嘅唔係淨係食物同埋庇護中心，亦都有希望同埋尊嚴，更加要俾呢個社會接受。住喺被社會歧視嘅情況之下呢，好容易會影響到佢哋嘅心理健康。佢哋啲咁隨意嘅生活同啲古怪行為呢，可能令佢哋更加同其他人疏遠。呢個亦都唔係一個一代嘅問題，呢個左右為難題可能一路會延續到下一代，因為人口老化同埋就業機會嘅改變呢，隨時經濟會更加衰退，亦都更多人會變成野宿者。由昔日嘅武士變為狼人，到根本冇工做嘅散工，到野宿者，究竟下一個變會係點呢？會唔會呢啲咁嘅 otaku 變咗做 cyber homeless 呢？最近調查呢，就係話有5000個做緊工但係又唔夠錢使嘅呢，冇法子住得起一般嘅屋，就變咗做 cyber homeless。佢哋同呢班人冇咩分別，只不過佢哋冇屋企啫嘛。
Now, younger generation, they are staying not cardboard house or not tent, but in the 24 hours open internet cafe or manga kissa, comic cafe. Younger generation cannot communicate with others. It is very solitude.
乾杯 Yeah, cheers.
我又揾到我老友 Suki 同佢傾下呢樣嘢。
But since the economy goes down in Japan, the law changes it, and so company can hold it more kind of part-timers to replacing employees. So it's kind of for companies, it's kind of risk for that. And right now, I heard that in total, 30% of the workers in Japan is actually part-timers.
What's wrong with being a part-time worker?
There's no a promise for the futures. Their income is not stable, and I think also the reputation is not that good neither. How can you make a future plan with a part-time jobs? If you want to marry, can you marry with part-time job? I don't really think so.
So Sugi-san, I just don't understand. We are have a good time. Beautiful sunset, and why you're so pessimistic about the Japanese future? What's wrong with Japan?
Well, I think just an example, like the government is talking about the reform, then doing a reform. Mr. Koizumi say that, and he said it takes a long time, but they're gonna do the reform. But I don't really see it that reform towards to what way. Like a 1980s, are we going to get back like that kind of energy, economy energy, or people's energy? I don't think it's not gonna come back. Well, when we are making 100 yen, and the debt is actually 160 yen, so in total it's minus 60, and we keep doing it every day, day by day. I heard that Japan is the secondary largest internal debt in the world. We don't inherit ancestors, but we are borrowing from a next generation or next generation.
Let's talk about the homeless people. Something like, what can homeless people change to make a better situation?
Well, I don't really know about the homeless, but I have read some books, and he was kind of the homeless never keep the promise. And he's saying that the homeless becomes a homeless because they basically don't want to keep the promise with the society. If you live in the Japanese society, I think there is a lot of promise, and I believe that if a homeless want to get the job and get back to normal life, I think it's possible to do that. but I think they don't want to. I think in their way they are kind of happy already. That's how I feel. It's just a type of the life. Maybe that's how I feel. They choose to become a homeless because they might they just don't want to take any responsibility. You know, there's nobody gonna ask you. You have to wake up 6:30 a.m. You know, they might don't have even clock. You know, they can wake up whenever they want. They can eat whenever they want. I don't know, but at least less controlled by somebody else or something else, I think.
Will you consider to be homeless yourself?
Myself, to being homeless, I don't think so. No.
Why?
I don't know. Just I think I like to keep myself in a society, I guess, even though it's many times it's uncomfortable, but I still want to keep it. Except being a homeless, maybe there's another way, something like, you know, going out the country. You know, not in Japan, but outside of Japan or something. That could be one of the choices, I think. Being homeless, I don't know. I might like to try, just, you know, maybe 1 month or 2 months or something like that. But if I have to live like that way forever, I don't know I can stand it or not.
Will you be the same friend if I'm homeless in the future?
If you become homeless, well, I'd like to visit your, I think, blue tent, and I'd like to see how the life it is.
Okay, you're welcome, and
Yeah.
well, don't forget to bring some beer to me.
Okay, I will bring
Okay.
it. Okay, goodbye.
村口先生又甩底，全部嘅野宿者今日都有嚟食午餐，淨係我個村口先生冇到。我都要走啦，錢都冇啦。嗰晚喺機場，我發夢見到佢喎。
I'll tell you when you are penniless, I'll teach you how to live without any money.
報出榮與辱嘅過去，生活喺實在嘅今天，無謂不可知嘅將來。呢個就係日本嘅野宿者。
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone